Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
On 1st and 10, Harvey. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Looks pretty evident what they want to do. The same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry. Throwing on first down. Harvey. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately.
And this pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Harvey looking for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this one is right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Murray now on 1st down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray, he's going to take off with it. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
We got 4. We got 4.
From the gun, Harvey. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Chandler. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Harvey will let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Harvey. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw. Harvey. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
1st down, here's White. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Murray. He hits White, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. hurry now. 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, they said he's looked pretty good to this point. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Harvey. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Harvey hit and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Josh Dotson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. The Steelers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down, Murray sets to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Going on the ground, it's White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the safety crease.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Murray now on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Murray. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On 1st and 10, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
You got it.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down. On second down, it's Chandler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Watch Mike, watch Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Ready, go.
On third down, Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Seibert's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. again. Harvey eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Harvey flush to his right. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Murray. It's complete. James White. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, Harvey. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Harvey. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Harvey. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus,
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Back to throw. Harvey. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing to start the drive. Harvey, he'll let it go deep for Bill. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Harvey to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 17 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing on first down. Harvey. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Operating from the gun, Harvey. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. He's got White here.
I got you, boy.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
Second and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray has got it to Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray, sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 now, 3.
On first down, it's White. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and 3, Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Will Parks. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing of it.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 3rd and long. Harvey going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Harvey going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem the